Welcome to Nancy's Difference channel. I'm Nancy and I thank you for tuning in. As I'm doing some videos on self-care, I've started with some basic videos. Today's basic video has to do with your thoughts. We have thoughts from the time we get up in the morning until the time we go to bed at night. We have thousands of thoughts that go through our mind every day. We even have thoughts that go through our mind as soon as we get in bed and we can't sleep because we wake up because our thoughts are keeping us up, wondering and worrying. So the thing with thoughts is we have to catch ourselves thinking negatively. The only way you're going to get to happiness, to get the things you want, is to remain positive. You have to have positive thoughts because this is how the law of attraction works. And we all know about the law of attraction. I mean, there was a book written called The Secret years ago explaining the law of attraction, and everybody went out and bought the book. Well, the law of attraction does work, just like that book said. It's just you have to remain positive and believe whatever it is you're asking for will enter your being, will enter your earthly life. The key is to remain positive. So, for an example, you and your family, you need a bigger house. You have 3 or 4 children and you're living in a 2-bedroom house. You really would benefit if you could find a bigger house. A 4-bedroom house would be ideal. So ask for it. You ask God, the universe, source, we want this bigger house. Maybe you've even been looking online, and maybe you found a house you think would be perfect for you. What you have to do is ask for that perfect house or better. And make sure you say, or better, and ask for it to be delivered now because you really do need it. And you have problems in the house or the home you're living in now. So, ask for a solution to your problems, which aren't so monumental they can't be reached. You basically need more room. So then once you ask, notice your thoughts about this new house you want, you desire. Notice if you're solely thinking about how wonderful it will be to move into a house that can provide you the room you actually need. Stop thinking and worrying that we won't be able to afford this bigger house. Let the thought of we're not going to be able to afford the gas with a longer commute that we have to do now. That's a negative thought. You can't afford it. That's a negative thought. The school district might not be the school district you want your children in. That's a negative thought. And negative thoughts are brought up by fear. Fear is there to knock your happiness, so to speak, knock it off its platform. But you know that you and your family would benefit greatly. You would love to live in a bigger house. You would love the change that it's going to bring. And yes, it will bring changes. But if you keep your thoughts positive, and as soon as you recognize yourself, hearing yourself think, oh, we'll never be able to afford it. We won't be able to afford the insurance on it, or we won't be able to pay taxes on it, or whatever other excuse your ego fears bringing up to you. When you recognize that you are thinking these negative thoughts, just stop. Stop thinking the negative thoughts. Change back over to the positive thoughts. It's going to be wonderful when we have enough room that we have enough closet space. We can have a place for everything we have. You know, it'll be in a great school district. It might be by a park. It might be closer to your jobs than you think because they're opening up a new highway. I mean, all things are possible. And when you start thinking more positive and you start realizing there are other solutions to every fear you're bringing up, which is a negative thought to your want or desire, then you can overcome those. And once you start thinking more positively and you know that you're worthy and deserving of having this home, and your children are worthy of having this home, and you keep your thoughts positive and you calm your children's fears by saying, yes, you'll be at a new school, but we'll help you make new friends. You know, it's not a bad thing, you know, and you keep all the thoughts around whatever you're desiring and asking for. You keep those thoughts positive. It makes a difference, and that's exactly how the law of attraction works. Your thoughts create your reality. So if you want something, you have to believe you can have it. You have to believe it's going to make things better for you. And God's not going to bring you things that aren't in your best interest. You know, only you can prevent you from receiving what you need, want, and desire. And you do that by thinking negatively. So I thank you for tuning into this video and hope to see you next time.